Can y'all hear me? Nope, they can't hear me.
Hello? Hello?
Am I on?
Hello? Can you hear me?
I don't know how to get on.
This cannot be it.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, Tiff! Regina, can you hear me?
I hear you good.
You do?
Yeah. How can I make my screen larger?
You know I don't know.
You know what? And that's a real honest answer.
I don't think Queen is on yet. I can see her.
See what I gotta do to hear.
She's trying to
Can
figure
y'all
it out.
hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear
I
you.
don't think they can see me.
I think you
Let's
gotta
see.
click something on the bottom. We can see you too.
Oh, I can hear.
You can hear?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah!
I just want to talk a little bit about the difference between how your mom raised you and how I raised your mom. We didn't give kids a whole lot of choice. Am I right in that?
You're very right in that.
You know, I felt like you guys had too much say over your own lives. I'm serious. Listen. No. And if I told you something because I said so,
Yeah.
I know you all. Why, Gam? Because I said so.
But it's
And your mom and dad had to really kind of break me out of that because she treated you like adults. And I just felt like, he's 8.
yeah.
He's going to tell me what time he's going to bed?
Yep.
It was their idea of parenting was so different from what I was used to. I was like, these people are crazy.
Yeah, that is. So I remember hearing
You in the world, Gam.
Yeah.
You in the world.
Well, I remember always being like, "Oh, once Gammy comes, it's gonna be a different story."
Yeah.
I was like, once Gammy comes, woo, I'm gonna have to be like.
But I think having both worlds was good.
It was great because it
good
was
balance.
old school and super new school.
It worked.
We alive.
More than that.
So far, so good. But like I said, they got their therapy fund.
Exactly.
So, Gam, you know, this episode is our sex episode.
Oh, Lord. Jesus.
I think that people still have a very difficult time talking about sex, especially women.
Talking about that on camera, like, and certainly you're not going to have Willow on this show.
Yes, I am. Ma, that's the whole point. I did not want Willow to have shame of any kind. She needs to be at that table to hear it all.
Good Lord have mercy. You're trying to kill me here.
You know, when you can talk to your mother who's been through a whole lot in regards to sex. I wouldn't say I'm a connoisseur, but I'm 47, so enough said. So you good?
I'm going to pray on it. God help us all.
But I do believe that there has to be a purpose. That's why when I believe that people get married because of their love for God, I'm like, that's a good purpose, right? People get married because for family. That's a good purpose because along the way, you are going to need something other than the two of you.
Right.
That is going to have to
together.
that keeps
That
you
becomes
together.
your foundation.
So what was your purpose of marriage?
Family.
Okay, there it is.
So what are you looking for in a woman? What's your ideal woman, Carmen? Ladies, listen up.
Look, I like a woman that's definitely has spirituality to her.
Right.
Fun.
Yeah. So that means sense of humor.
Yeah, sense of humor.
Yeah.
Like this weekend, because I need that in my life.
Yeah.
I love, I like talking
laugh,
crazy.
yeah.
I like this. I want a friend too, like that, that I can share those things with. And I know I got to do my part. I'm just talking about what I want to do. Yeah, but I want to grow. Like, I learned that, as long as you got some things in your list and you know what you want, you're not going to get everything. Because I'm not perfect, so neither would that person be perfect, right?
Right.
Yo, you're not going to get it all.
Right.
You got that lesson, Willow, you feel?
I mean, just for me, I got that. No, See, I got that lesson because I can't be everything for one person. You know what I mean? And when you really want to be and you're really trying, you get it. You understand, like, oh, this is what it feels like. Like, okay.
Right.
I can't expect this from somebody else.
Right.
This isn't realistic.
No, it's true. I mean, that's how it happened for me, you know? I had to look at myself and go, boo, you ain't everything. Because you be really wanting to think, you ain't everything, honey.
We gotta
check
face
yourself.
it.
Check yourself. I had to really look at what I am and what I am not.
Yes. Here's a good question from JD. I love my wife, but I need some alone time during this quarantine. How can I tell her that?
If you're just seeking more space in your relationship, I think one of the bigger mistakes we often make is that we express what we want, but we don't explain why we want it. And so if you just go up to your partner and you say, I want space, or I need space, they don't know why you want it. And so now they're confused. They're now filling in the text of going, oh, maybe he or she doesn't like me. Whereas if you explain why you want what you want, then someone has the opportunity to say, oh, I get that, I wanted it too, because often you'll find that both of you want the space.
I think that's true, because if you just say to somebody, I need space, sometimes that's a trigger for one step towards divorce.
Yes.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Oh, yeah,
and it
being
doesn't
abandoned.
necessarily mean that,
No,
you know?
no,
It
no.
just means, hey, I need 2 hours, please.
Because everyone plays a part.
Everybody plays a part.
Everybody plays a part.
Yeah, it felt so good on the phone with you to even just go, hey, I'm sorry that I didn't even take the time to talk to you. You know, and then I had to just apologize and just thinking to myself, damn, Jada, that was some petty ass. But at the same time going, well, that's where you were then. Thank God you're someplace else now, you know.
And I'm not, you know, I could have been like, okay, I know this is super uncomfortable, but I'm gonna hop in your face and we're gonna talk.
Right.
But I was like, okay.
Yeah, exactly. And then every time
you think you're like, it's not gonna affect my life.
Yeah, but it does.
And it is.
It does.
Because your brain keeps going back there.
Yeah, because every time we would see each other, we were always cordial and always nice, but it was always tension.
I think was it last year, maybe it was 2 years ago. Me and my friend were leaving the White House.
Yes!
Now, this is some like bougie black people thing. So when we were leaving I was leaving the White House. Barack had a jazz thing.
Yes.
And you were walking up.
in. Yes.
And there was that moment of like, do I
hug her?
It's like, hey. Like fist bump. And it was like, but it's like what was natural for both of us is to be like, you know, but we were both in our
like, just like,
thing.
you know, like, all right.
You tell Barack and Michelle, I said, what's up? It was cool, all right.
Right. Yeah, and even then, I was just like, what the hell is that about? And then we saw each other at the NAACP Awards.
There was a picture, they're like, you guys get in.
Yeah, and
I was like, I don't want to
like,
make her feel weird being like, you know, it's the stiffest picture, y'all.
Oh, man, it's a trip. It's a trip. And it's not even about having to be the best of friends or best girlfriends or what have you. Just simple consideration, respect, and knowing, hey, we're in this together.
It's our own personal healing.
So in your journey, what have you found out about love?
I think the beautiful thing that we're all doing here is recognizing that there is no just one path. So I started dating when I was 14.
Got it.
And from 14 to 22, I had multiple relationships, tons of girlfriends, short-term, long-term, pretty much everything.
Basically just normal.
Totally normal. I probably said I love you a few too many times when it wasn't real, or I didn't really know what I meant. I probably hurt a lot of people in the process. Actually, I know I did. I hurt a lot of people. And so when it came to being a monk, a lot of that for me was unpacking all of that. And I started to look at my beliefs around love and relationships, and I realized so many of them were built by movies, music, and media. I remember watching a movie and just thinking like, oh, I have to have a girlfriend. And I was like 12 years old or something, and I was just like, no, I need to have a girl in my life because that looked cool or whatever it was. And so then when I was a monk, I was sitting there, and one of the biggest things I made a mistake before as well was I think I used to do nice things for women because it made me feel better about myself. So I would do the most luxurious date. Like, I'd take them to the nicest place, I'd show up in the nicest car, wearing the nicest clothes, I'd give the gift, and I don't know if I was genuinely doing it for them or actually just doing it for me. So they'd be like, Jay, you're amazing. Like, you're the guy. When you become a monk and I shaved my hair off, you wear robes, it's like no one's impressed anymore, you know? It's like there's no one giving you that external validation anymore because you're almost, you know, just totally different. You're stripped down, exactly. That's the right word, yeah, you're stripped down. And so for me, that gave me the silence and the space to go inward without having the distraction or validation or self-worth from another mirror of anyone else.
Exactly.
And I had to do it for me.
I had to hustle. That's what my life was about. Because there was a certain kind of lifestyle and way I wanted to live.
And she needed a mother to provide security. I couldn't afford it.
I never wanted to depend on a man to take care of me. So I was in the streets, selling drugs, doing all kinds of stuff.
I couldn't even imagine that.
Then in my own neighborhood, we were in the midst of a lot of violence that was just the norm. The fact that I had to live and die by my own hands prepared me to be out here in LA at 18 by myself and it be nothing. I was like, these jokers out here that they think are really doing something, really running game on somebody, you ain't running game on nobody. Straight up. Okay? I dealt with killers, homie. You produce what? That's cool. You asking me to do what? We had a very different lifestyle than you guys. And even your father grew up in a household that was a lot of abuse. Your father worked in an ice house. He was building cement walls and helping to restore refrigerators and cooling systems. And
you guys grew up thinking about survival. You can only think about food and water and shelter and safety, and like that's the only thing that you were thinking about. You guys grew up as soldiers that met out of the battle, that decided to go and attack together and to conquer.
Yes, we did.
Celebrity crushes?
I like Giancarlo Stanton, number 27 from the New York Yankees. I think he's very handsome.
Okay, so that's your celebrity crush.
That's one of them. I got a few. Who is yours, Jada?
My celebrity crush right now? Governor Cuomo.
Oh my good. And listen, Governor Gavin Newsom, I'm not mad at either of those two.
I don't miss a press conference. When Cuomo's on, I'm like, got to go see my celebrity crush right now. Sorry.
Yep. But have you guys seen The Witcher? That show, The Witcher, on Netflix?
Yeah, that's Henry Cavill. That's the guy that plays Superman.
He can get it as a witch. He could get it as a witcher. I'll be a witch and he could come hunt me. He got all white hair, so he look wise.
Yeah, it ain't no joke.
Got that strong jawline. Wait a minute, we didn't hear whose lock celebrity crush is.
Me and La been talking, and we got the same one. It's Will Smith.
You know, they say cousin.
That's right.
That's funny. I was not expecting that at all.
I started to wear some merch today, too. I should go change it for my beard.
That's funny.
I like the girl. She's a Brazilian model.
Ooh, you're talking about Adriana Lima. She's a cutie.
Oh, yeah.
That's my thing.
Yeah, she's a cutie, for sure.
She's,
She got some fire, too.
Yeah, she got fire.
Yeah,
I like
she's
her.
fiery. That's a good one.
Right there.
Well, if we talking about females, then I'm into Meryl Streep.
Okay.
Hey, she's from Jersey. I understand that completely.
Meryl Streep. Okay. All right, Tiff.
You know your Marilyn came out. You like Meryl Streep.
I'm into Dalai Lama.
Dalai Lama. You would
That's
be.
my baby.
That's
so cute.
The Dalai Lama is, he wakes up and he prays from 1 to like 6 a.m.
Yep.
That's an amazing thing.
What is he praying for from 1 a.m. to 6 a.m.?
He's praying for everybody.
Everyone.
And peace for the world. You actually got the chance to meet him though, Regina, right?
Yes, and I kissed him. Right
You
there.
sure
He
did.
looked at me, and he said, "You come here." And he said, "You can kiss me here." And then he said, "Not here." And he laughed like that. Because he probably knew. He was like, that was right there. I got
He's about to go up in his mouth. That's that. You can't do that, Regina. Go up in the Dalai Lama mouth.
I'm super excited for so many reasons. I think we have so much to talk about. And I just want to talk about raising children outside of what is considered the norm because it's challenging.
Yes, it is.
First of all, how do you define gender fluidity in your eyes?
I guess you're just floating in the spectrum. You're not really defined by any gender confines, if you will. I just feel like
it's fluid.
Yeah, this is just fluid.
It's like
just
nebulous.
fluid.
It's just like Willow's word of the day. Nebulous.
Wait, I like that word.
Yes.
It's really just I'm just EJ.
Yeah. People come up to me all the time and be like, "So how do you just be normal?" And I'm like, "Now."
The same way you are.
And that trips them out. That's like, whoa, that's crazy.
I love that.
You know, what is normal for you in your natural state? Do that.
Yes. I just feel like the only times where it gets a little weird is like, okay, which bathroom do I come to sometimes?
Yeah. Oh, now let's talk about that.
No, I mean, it's gotten to a point because like sometimes I'll be like in a skirt and like a look, like and doing the most, and I'm like in the men's room and everyone's like, and I'm like, excuse me.
Right.
Next question is from Anastasia from Santa Monica, California.
So my question is for Jada. You and Kofi had some pretty intimate scenes. So I was just wondering, how did Will feel watching that? Was he uncomfortable at all?
Oh, yeah. How did Will feel about that? I want to know. That's a good question.
No, you know, it would be more difficult if he wasn't an actor and if he didn't know how those kind of scenes are not intimate at all. They're not necessarily fun or sexy. As you guys know, you got a whole bunch of people there sitting there looking at you, and they're like, turn your head this way, go that, you know.
I don't know, Jada. I just did my first little sex scene, and I liked everybody watching and telling me what to do.
I would get that. I could see how that would be fun for you.
I want to know, Jada, have you talked to or seen Kofi since we did Girls Trip?
I haven't seen him at all.
Wait. I just got a text. It probably is nothing, but it does say, I think it says, tell Jada I'm gonna her up if she does another love scene with Kofi. Wait, sign WS. Who's WS? Who's WS? I don't know. Ignore it. We'll do that later. I don't know who that is.